if you've got bad credit, it doesn't necessarily mean you can't get a mortgage. What we would need to do is we need to have a little look at your credit report. So we'd point you in the direction of a website where you can download a copy of your report and email it over to us. And then we'd have a little review of that and just see exactly the extent of the issues and how recently they might be. But certainly it is still possible to get a mortgage, even if you have got bad credit and blips in the past. There isn't really a minimum credit score to get a mortgage. I'd say that's a bit of a myth. Lenders don't look at the score. I know often you'll have a subscription to a credit referencing agency online and it will come up with a score out of 999, but mortgages aren't quite that black and white. We'd really need to look at your credit report as a whole and see when there might have been discrepancies on your report, when you might, if you have missed a payment or something like that, when that occurred. And it's really far more to do with the dates that things happened and the extent of that rather than the actual score. So my advice would be to, well, largely ignore the score really and actually talk to a mortgage broker who can then assess what the options are going to be. If you have had credit issues in the past, again, it's going to be best to talk to a mortgage broker to review the extent of that first, because it can be that the situation might not be as bad as you actually think it is, and we can actually get you a mainstream mortgage anyway, in which case the usual 5% minimum deposit would apply. If the issues are a little bit more severe and you do sort of classify as having impaired credit, if you like, then sometimes lenders do require a bit more deposit. The majority of the lenders that are specialists in the impaired credit market tend to require a 15% deposit. So yeah, if you have had slightly more severe credit issues, then I would say normally you would need a 15% rather than a 5% deposit. But it's something to discuss with us first and we can advise properly. Yes, I've arranged many mortgages for clients that have got defaults and historically had several defaults. It is possible. It's just a case of us reviewing your credit report, seeing exactly what the issues are so that we can work out a plan to get over that and advise which lender is going to be best for you. But there's an array of lenders that are quite happy to lend to people that have got defaults.